Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Nice?
All right, Holly. Kickoff to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Throwing, Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Setting up the screen. Makes a grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Let it go. The give is to Williams. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the toss. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Now adjusting. Complete. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That's a 3rd down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So 3rd down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Carr to throw. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they've found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going with the counter play here. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Carr. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He has asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
In the red area, it's Williams. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to...
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Russell on play action. Under fire. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Firing to the right, complete. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. for it. Hard running there. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Throwing, Carr. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out to the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Throwing Russell. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Russell. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
That's caught. It's Flanagan. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got the quick pass. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down, Carr. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. And the 3-ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the run, it's Hill. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They go play action with Russell. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Keelan Russell rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively, you're hoping to get something going. But after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator.
Finding some room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Carr. Finds his big tight end. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop now to see what they do on fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. It is good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the run, it's Riley. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing Russell. Moving out to the right. Got his man. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks up the first down. Bulldozes his way through. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Play action, C.J. Carr with the catch. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards. Return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Flanagan. Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Irish punch back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Lining up for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tide ready to roll on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. Toss to the left. Slithers into... Maybe some room here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Pulls and fired complete. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Riley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off the RPO, complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It is yo time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Imagine the pressure on that play. 4th quarter on the road, you're trailing, and it's 4th down. Your quarterback has got to make a play somehow, some way, and he's able to come up with it. And that just quiets the crowd just a little bit, and they gain so much more momentum because of that incredible individual effort.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Keelan Russell makes the grab on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The run from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, Russell. Skips away from pressure. It's dropped, and oh,